do. You turn the music down. Here we go now. Surround. Oh yeah. What kind of game is this? Come on. I've never seen anything like this where you can't turn the volume down. We just play a different game, huh? Let's see if we can find a quiet spot. I mean, just again, I've never seen the game so stubborn, so ready to make a sound. Look at this. You ever seen it? You never. What kind of world are we living in, y'all? Lord have mercy. Or whatever. It's not the music. I just don't want to listen to music right now. But how you doing, Kalari? Oh, I've been good. Making a lot of phone calls and appointments and trying to solve all kinds of puzzles. It's been I asked myself, were my 30s any better than my 20s? Honestly, no, not really. You know, there were some things in my 20s that I liked, and there's some things I didn't like. And there's some things now that I like and that I don't like. So that has its, it's like, it has its ups and downs. Yeah, right now I'm all right. Fighting a good fight. You know what I'm doing right now, I was trying to do about a year ago actually, but I never got the opportunity because of this big, large, huge miscommunication, and it put me in a really bad place. Hold on a second. You know, I'm just continually, just trying to handle my business, be professional, tell the truth, be honest, all that stuff. And it's an extreme challenge. You know, you live in this planet and people are really doing crimes and they're really doing drugs. And then you come along, haven't even harmed a fly, and you are amongst the equal. Whether I'm above you or beneath you, we are not equal. It's the truth. This, and it can go both ways. We are equal as we are all human beings, male and female, yes. But when it comes to me being charged with something, like I'll give you an example. I got charged with trespassing, but I wasn't trespassing. You know what I mean? I'm getting charged with something that I didn't do. And then some things that I've done, they have no charge against it. So they just made something up. So what do you think's happening right now? If you said they're making stuff up, bingo. Been set up. Um, people will set you up. And their setups succeed. The truth can be screaming at them right in their face, and they'll look right back at you as if they're deaf and they can't hear. Here in America, they say if you're black, you should dress up really nice, dress up, you know, look presentable. Did you know that's completely against God's word? Bible says if you're in a church and you sit someone poor down in a like on the floor or on some horrible place, and you make the people who are dressed nice and look nice and let them sit in the front with you, that's trash. You know, I chose to leave Columbia Community Church because, for example, Pastor Elliott wouldn't stop standing up for me. I was like, wow, I guess we ain't friends no more. And I talked to Jesse about that. He don't want to hear that mess. He's like, Laurie, I know. Stop talking about it. I'm like, all right. Then we got Captain Gray, Mr. F1 fanatic enthusiast. He loves his F1, don't you? You love it. You love it. So it's like this. You know, I'm smoking a little weed, drinking my NyQuil, and these people are acting like, you know, I need to be locked up, trapped with them. Um, and the thing is, like, it's not that I'm being dishonest with you, it's that you're being dishonest with yourself. Had one guy in jail tell me if I'm smoking weed when I'm not supposed to because it's part of my probation, that I'll go back to jail. Then the lady says if I don't get a job, I'm going to go back to jail. So it's like, is that what it's all about with y'all? Is that my whole life and existence? Is that what you think about me? Wow. Thank God I have an option to think how I choose. So let me tell you something. Let me tell you a few things. Let's start with this. I've been considering coming back streaming because I don't care anymore. And then it's like, you talking about jail, jail, jail. I guess that's just my life. I guess that's just what it is. You know, the people at large just look down upon me. For example, they can't, but like, it's really, it's obnoxious when you have one of the police, one of the officers in jail who can't wait for me to leave. And then when I get out, I have to deal with the same stresses that I dealt with before I got in there in the first place. It's like, yeah, I want to leave, but I know what's ahead. And if I didn't know what's ahead, then I would, you know, and that's not true because you can know what's ahead and still be uneasy. So just because you don't know doesn't mean you won't be uneasy. Remember a party I had to go to. It was I knew I was gonna hate it before I even got there, and I was right. Then there was another party that I went to that I knew was gonna be awesome, and it was. So I think what's gonna happen is the people or whom I'm gonna be around, because I'm gonna most likely we're gonna be hanging out for a while, and I want y'all to know it's by force. I'm talking about myself, and I get there, and it's just like, is that all? Is that like that's all you think about me was jailed? That's it. It's like it must drive you crazy seeing me walk around free. It must drive you nuts. And then when I'm incarcerated, I mean, do you feel better? Are you happy? Is that are you satisfied? The ladies wants is forcing me to get some stupid job that I don't want and I most likely will lose because that's been the history. Like, sure, whatever. If that's what you want, if that's what you want, people don't judge me by my character. They judge me by how I look. And that's straight truth. That's it. They don't judge me by my character. They don't see a person minding his own business, doing the right thing, full of the Holy Spirit, Christian, champion, great with kids, blessed, past, present, and future. They don't see that. They see this poor, wretched piece of trash who deserves to go straight to hell, be destroyed for all his wicked deeds. It's like, wow. I told the nurse about my history. She said, "You have a good past." I said, "Thank you." Then we got Drew McIntyre. My man, my my boy. Number one fan forever. Don't worry. Y2 or Chris Jericho, same. You already know. Y'all already know this. So Drew, listen, man. They got me effed up over here, man. Yeah, I guess you just got to give people enough time to see the truth. And then you got to understand, then I also have to understand that what I'm doing is God's will. And I'm not talking about what I get from this situation. I'm talking about just doing what you want. If it's like, for example, if you came to me and said, Kalari, I want you to jump off this bridge, you know, I think that's a pretty bad example. Let me use a better example. Kalari, I want you to drive, or no, 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 no. Kalari, I want you to raise your right hand. There you go. Something easy. Your expectation is, and let's say you're God, Okay, that's another thing. You're not doing this for no reason. If you raise your right hand, you're gonna get healed. But even if there was no reason and God told you to raise your right hand, shouldn't you do it? But let's get even deeper. You know what's happening right now? This is just like Job, okay? Job was innocent. I'm innocent. And the devil has gone to God and told God to strip me of my goods, strip me of things that I've loved, making me poor inside and out, sick in my body, and things getting lost out in out here. It's not fun being told things that you know what I mean? It's like, I know, but they're telling you, and then they question you, and always, it's like, nobody, listen to me, nobody's innocent, right? There are innocent people out here, y'all. And I think, again, that's where I'm getting at. If the more time these people spend with Kalari Purdue, the more they'll see this guy is being wronged. That somebody is doing this dude dirty. He does not belong here. That's, you know what I'm saying? You can, but people lie. Now I'm gonna go and get these mental evaluations and these substance abuse evaluations, all this BS, and they're gonna tell me I have some disease that I don't really have. Even if some doctor who's been to school for 70 years tells me, it's like, look, that's like me telling you, without having spent more than 5 minutes with you, let's put it like this, that, let's say I'm looking at the person, I think they're a woman but they're actually a man. One of my nephews, actually, he was a boy, but I thought he was a girl, and I didn't figure that out till the next day. I had to spend time. I actually had to say something first. I said girl or she, something like that. She was like, "What? I'm not a girl. I'm a boy." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." I had to apologize. You see, I was wrong. Mm-mm-mm. I was wrong. And then when we're finished talking about what drugs we shouldn't use, they're out there smoking cigarettes. I said, "Ain't this a biscuit, yo? I can't drink, but I can smoke cigarettes. What kind of world are we living in, y'all?" The thing is like, listen, just because you drink and you've gotten trashed off of it and have destroyed your life doesn't mean everyone else is doing the same thing. My dad drinks all the time, and he lives, and he's never been to jail. I've seen my dad when he gets hopped up on his liquor. You know, I know. They asked, look, okay, let's put this public. They asked a question. Does your parents, do you have a good relationship with your mom and your dad? Yes, until it comes to money. Okay, I'm putting that out there on the internet. So if y'all want to put that in your file, go ahead. Nigga, I drink NyQuil. Okay, that's what makes this situation so unique. Who out there is doing what I'm doing? Honestly, tell the truth. Just sitting there popping this stuff all the time, the way I do, and buying it. That's why I get. Well, I don't think that's the reason. Because if I think about it, that's not true. They'll bug me anyway. But um, you know, and then Mary Jane. See, this is what kills me, y'all. See, I'm a living witness of what dead people are experiencing. Martin Luther King Jr. and people, and he was the leader, and his people led the civil rights movement to bring equality to the United States of America, and they were successful. Okay, because we got people, and I personally have worked my tail off to get Mary Jane in Maryland legalized, so y'all don't have to worry about it. And Keith, you were talking about buying it on the street. I'm like, dude, when you get of age, you won't have to do that anymore. Trust me. And then they're telling me I can't smoke. And then I'm going to meetings and telling me that weed is bad. I'm like, are you guys serious right now? All the hard work I put in, and this is the thanks I get? I'm considering streaming. And why would I consider streaming after everything that's happening right now, in the past, and what I will have to deal with tomorrow? Are you kidding me? You're telling me I can't do that which is legal? Jesus. My mom's drinking wine. My dad's drinking. I'm drinking. I guess we're all bad people, right? Jesus Christ. Find what, people have things that they like. Now, if you are doing crack and coke, yeah, I'm gonna tell you that's different. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Bipolar, schizophrenia, freaking depression, insurrection, resurrection. Lord have mercy, dude. Ain't nobody. I'm not scared of depression. I'm not scared of schizophrenia. I'm not scared of any of this crap. I just can't. I just can't be normal. I just can't not have something, right? I have to have something. You know what they don't tell you about Job? That Job was railing. First of all, Job was railing off. Secondly, Job had friends, so-called friends. They were his friends, but they were tripping. They were blaming him for things he didn't do. And then you get to the point, I'll speak for myself, I get to the point where it's like, wait a minute. I start talking crazy. I'm watching you. Yeah, I'm watching you too. Shoot, I don't have to look at you to see you. I don't have to look directly at you to see you. Shoot. I ain't got time, dude, to be playing with y'all. You just play too much. That's okay. So this whole shenanigan ends right. What? November in 2027, right? What? So what? I'm gonna keep going. Like, no, what? Yeah, Mom. If you plan on getting comfortable, don't. Must be no. I don't. Excuse me. I don't think so. The past screams, dude. I was 21 years old and I got arrested for marijuana. Okay, that right there. So anybody who wants to try to dig in my butt and try to scare me, somehow you're gonna go to jail. I'm like, is this woman serious right now? Don't care. I used to care. Now I don't care anymore. Why am I gonna work? Why am I working so hard for something that you keep taking? You know what I mean? That's like this is a waste of time. You can skip it anytime you want, and I'm sitting here frustrated. One guy tells me he can get me a job working with kids, right? And then this lady talking about working at some hospital or something. I don't know what she's talking about. She asked me she asked me if what I wanted to do, and then I told her the truth, and then they got mad. Well, you better take the resources that they give to you. Like, whoa. Whoa. Do I have a choice? Apparently not. So since I'm a slave, better listen to my master and my mistress. Be a good be a good boy, right? You know why I'm exalted? Because I humble myself. This gentleman asked me, Mr. Hakeem, do you live up to your name? I said, absolutely. Yes, I do. And then he tried to throw in what I did after I was provoked for the 100,000th time. Well, don't you think you should done it like this? Don't you think you should done it like that? Don't you think you should mind your goddamn business? Answering the same stupid questions 400 times straight in 2 days. Talking crazy. Just mad because all your sins are catching up with you. My mom thought, let's talk about it. My mom thought she was gonna be kicking back doing nothing these days. Really? And my father, what about him? Well, he's busy cleaning up my brother's mess every day. Guess he's cleaning up the cat's mess now every day. But he's just become reduced himself to a house cleaner. He's one of those people who didn't know what he wanted to do with his life, just needed to make some money. And yeah, on that note, yeah, he's Mr. He has to, what Chris Rock said, he pays he should, thanks for knocking out this rent. Nobody's ever said that to daddy. Well, both of them have to pay for something. I know that because they're the ones who got me screwed in the first place. The whole family, and they're the blame. Steve, you asked. Remember, you asked. I gotta say this again because I gave two answers. I guess the answer is yes and no. Because I want to be around the people I want to be around, but because I can't, I want to be alone. You see, that's that. Do you see? Do you see? So right now, I'm dealing with. I just keep having to deal with people I don't want. I have to keep dealing with people I don't want to deal with. Going to jail, going to these meetings, all these things. I just want to sit here and chill. And then when I need to go out and get my medicine and my goods, I do it and then go home. And then trying to stop people from harassing me, I'm going to the store as I'm doing that. So there's some things I got to do. Sure, I'm working on that, but God dang, like being forced to be around people, and you don't want to do that. That's tough. Why did I consider streaming? Because I don't care anymore. But I guess sometimes you got to be stronger than that, right? So, but I don't have time to go crazy, freaking messing with you. Shoot. It's like, dude, like, again, fast forward to November of next year when this all ends, then what? And then I leave, and then I say goodbye, and everything's over. Have I changed? No. So I guess you just gotta. I guess, like I said, because of the order of operation, the pattern of things, what's gonna happen is they're gonna see. Like I've been. Let's say it like this. I've been giving the real me the whole time, but they still haven't seen it yet. And then one day it's gonna hit. It's gonna be like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got you. I finally understand. It's like, well, good. I'm glad. Better late than never. I say better late than actually. Better say actually. I say better to show up late than just not show up at all and be dead. Right. I thank God for waking up every morning. I'm like, what? Thank God he woke you up this morning. I'm like, let me ask you an honest question. Do you not want to go to heaven? Honestly. My God. Oh, thank God he woke me up. I'm like, huh? I love it. I'm like, love, what do you love about this? I mean, my God, I don't get it. I stopped coming to the meetings. Yeah, well, I'm not going to be coming forever. I'm telling you the truth. It's court ordered. It's the truth. What do you want me to say? I want to change my life. I don't want to change my life. I've already changed my life. That's called being saved. That's all you got to do. Dang. Let me ask you a question. What Christian do you know is on crack? Okay, none. Okay, let's move to the next one. What Christian do you know that's on methadone? Okay, what Christian do you know that's on freaking PCP? Okay, okay. How many Christians do you know that are freaking killing and murdering people? Okay, how many Christians are out here freaking bombing buildings? Okay, all five questions are none. None. I've never met a Christian on crack. And I never will. And you're trying to change me? How many times do I have to change? I thought I was a new creation in Christ Jesus. I thought old things pass away and all things become new. What? Lord have mercy. Who do you think you're talking to? Do you know you're talking to the most successful sports athlete in history? Do you know I got the Holy Ghost? Do you know I'm the only person walking earth who has triple digit championships? Do you know you're talking to a man who has 76 Formula One World Championships? And if I want, I could get 77. Do you know I've broken more records than any other human being in history? Do you know I've read the Bible 9 times straight? What do you think I'm doing in there? I'm getting back to work. Because I'm going to be sitting there as y'all do whatever, I'm going to be reading. Getting my 10th championship. Thank you very much. What? You don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, he's just showing off. Oh, that's what you think. If you don't believe me for what I'm saying, believe me for the works that I do. Shoot, that's what God said at least. No, no, I must resist the devil, y'all. I gotta deal with you, but as I'm dealing with you, I will resist you. It's not like you're not going to court, but it's as you're going to court, make sure you got a few things you can pass along to show that you're doing all right. This lady, you know what? Let me tell you all the truth. If I don't get a job, and that's not necessary, I'm not going to jail. That's not true. She just said that because she doesn't know me and she's trying to force something upon me because she thinks she's my mother. She ain't. She doesn't even know me. Talking about she's my mother. She's my elder. She's whatever. She's a stranger. That's what she is. And even when I get to know her, she's gonna learn quick. Oh, my bad. Yeah, you're bad. It's okay. I forgive. Martin Lawrence, he was like, "That's okay. I forgive you. I could see you have women problems." That's funny. Anyway, freaking stupid, man. It's frustrating. That's all it is. Very frustrating. Trying to convince me of something that you yourself know is not wrong. And because of fear, you go along with that which is broad and wide, that leads to destruction. It's the truth. It's fear. They're gonna take you to jail. I'm not afraid of jail. I've been to jail a million freaking times. What's another 5 years? Shoot, nothing. Mama said, I'll be dead in 5 years. No, you won't. Shut up. And even if you are, shoot, then goodbye. We all gonna die. Shoot. Everybody's immune to this mess. Should I expect everything good from the Lord, nothing bad? Of course not. That's foolish. But good God, they're trying to freaking. They're trying to like just keep me so busy that you won't want to do drugs and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know, y'all. It's like, what can I say? Like, of course, stay true to yourself, but like, how can I say this? Um, if you know, don't ever give that up. Don't let people manipulate you into pretending that you don't. Don't let them talk you out of it. It's okay to talk crazy. It's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to stay there. Get out. Let them, if you, and I'm gonna listen to me. I'm gonna be around like these people for a long time. So yeah, they're gonna get to know me very well, and things are gonna change. This is my first day. It's just like I'm just like, I'm furious that I have to deal with a situation when I'm innocent. You know what I'm saying? It makes me furious, but you know, it's like it's a lot nicer being able to go home that day, go out that day, walk into an office, walk out of an office instead of in chains and behind bars and all that. It is, if you don't talk about weighing your options, one is better than the other. Absolutely. You know? So I'm choosing, but see, again, it's just, you got to go back to the beginning. And if anybody was listening, what I say happened at the beginning that started all this legal trouble. Marijuana. Now, is that saying marijuana is bad? No, it's not. And then what makes it even funnier is even when it's apparently illegal, it's not wrong. Now wasn't it illegal for black people to do certain things back in the day? Yes. Again, back to civil rights. Whites only. There were signs on windows that said white only. And if you were black and you went in there, you were be told that you were to leave. You got to go. You can't be here. And if they called the cops and the cops showed up, they would, they wouldn't help your black behind, now would they? No, they would not. No, they would not. No, they would not. What is this? Food is ready. Beef bites, mash, and broccoli. Making homeless food. Anyway, friggin' thank you. What is it? Just trying to drive me insane, with legal mumbo jumbo. And people, you know, personally, this is not my life, but since I can't seem to get away from it, I just accept it for what it is. You know what I mean? Instead of like, I just embrace it. It's like, well, why am I trying to resist something that keeps coming and keeps happening? Something obviously it's not for nothing, you know what I mean? Something's going on here, and maybe I should focus a little harder on it. I swore this year I wasn't going to jail. Where the heck was I? And for 3 weeks plus. And then I get home and it's like I can't believe it. So I got to the point. So I'm on. This is what I'm on right now. I expect to go to jail. I don't. I'm not avoiding it anymore. If I go, then I go. I don't care for how long. Send me there forever. I don't give a excuse my language. Shoot. Like I'm just this. I think like I come out of nowhere for real. So it's like that's kind of the attitude I get when I'm like around people. Like, where the heck did you come from? That's why when I walk in the store, they lose their mind. Like, oh, what is he doing here? He's an alien from outer space, naked with no clothes on. I know he doesn't have any money. Jesus. Ooh, that's so uncool. Ooh, well, mind your business. That's none of your business. But since you're so nosy, hey, I'll tell you a few things. Shoot. Anyway, it's trying to drive me crazy. And they're doing a damn good job of it too. Let's play some video games.
Ah, 杉浦。八神氏ですか。なんだ。何があった。気を失ってるぞ。こいつ。マスクの男たちが押し入ってきたんです。マスクの男たち。ハンピン・リューマンとは別のやつってことか。よくわかりませんでした。杉浦氏は何かバットのようなもので殴られて、僕は小指を折られた。おい、大丈夫か。今救急車を呼ぶ。奴らから八神氏に渡すように言われました。最後の警告だ。もう嗅ぎ回るなと。ずっと見られてたのか。くそ。狙うなら俺を狙えよ。多分さっきのハンピン・リューマンたちはおとりだ。俺らをこの事務所から引き離すためのな。まんまと引っかかっちまった。このビルの出入りをチェックしてる防犯カメラだ。見てみな。俺とカイドウが映る。さっきハンピン・リューマンを追いかけてく時だ。
問題はその後。7人いる。白面の仮面とは違うな。半品リューマンじゃない。
ああ、こいつらは白面をおとりにして俺らをおびき出した。ってことはこれが半品リューマンの匿名の雇い主だよ。三越柴広を殺したのもこいつらのはずだ。そして江原の一味。
マジか。
ただこんなにたくさんの人間が殺しに関われるもんか。
どういう意味だ？
仲間が多ければその分秘密も漏れやすくなる。一人裏切れば芋づる式で警察に捕まんだ。よほど信頼関係がなきゃみんなで人殺しなんてできないよ。こいつらはどういうつながりを持ってんだ？
江原の同僚警官ってことは、息子を亡くした江原に同情して手を貸してるとか。
俺ならやらないね。同情は済んだろうが、自分の人生棒に振ってまで殺しの共犯者にはなれねえよ。
まあそっか。だったら食わなよ。偉人町にこういう組織の心当たりは？
そんなにうまいの？その電子タバコ。
危険な奴らってことでまず思い浮かぶのは半品リューマンだ。だがそれと別口となるとな。この辺には清流会ってヤクザもいるが、連中はもっと理性的だしよ。もう一つ、コミジュルって韓国系の組織ならこんな映像残しゃしない。奴らは異様にシャイだからな。
パッとしねえな。便利屋が肝心な時にどうした？
じゃあお前、カムロ町で事件起きたら全部一目で犯人わかんのかよ。
この映像がやっとつかめた連中の尻尾だ。つくもと杉浦の借りも返さねえと絶対に見つけ出してやる。
こいつらを見つけ出す？おい、何言ってんだ。いいか、奴らお前さんたちも潰す気だったんだ。さっき半品リューマンから脱出できたのは奇跡みてえなもんだぞ。これ以上首突っ込んだら怪我じゃ済まねえ。
カムロ町で事件の時は大体そうだ。偉人町ってのはそんなに治安がいいのかよ。
じゃあ別の言い方にする。この町じゃ命張れるほど便利屋の相場は高くない。
もともとあんたに仕事頼んだ覚えはないよ。
ああ、少なくとも今は頼まれてもごめんだ。状況が見えなさすぎる。お前らもマジでやめとけ。しばらく酒の誘いも結構だ、カイト。邪魔したな。つくもくんと杉浦くんにはお見舞い申し上げといてくれ。
去る者追わずだ。
Yeah, sometimes like the truth is you just have to. For first of all, you got to fight for your right to party, and secondly, you got to freaking work as long as it takes. You got to work to resist the devil and his people. Let's just tell the truth. It's people too. It's not people. Yes, it is. I wish people would stop lying. Yes, it is. You know what I'm saying? People mess things up too. Oh, okay. I got a little thingy. I have to listen to music, get my health back. I get my health back anyway. True. I sleep. So I'm gonna stop. Come back because I want to play. So see ya. And well, I guess when it's a video, it may not be 2 seconds, right? Ta-ta.